I be sparking and rushing mad like inside the dark. Call me Bill Snatcher, just a brother for the rapture. I hang live, holding on strong, hard to capture. Extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a gauntlet and start killing. It's manifesting. The God's work like appliances, dealing in my sacred.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys some major spoilers for the Boruto manga. So if you are anime only, I recommend clicking off of this video because this is about as huge as Naruto attacking Jigen. You want to click off of this video. So with all that being said, let's get right into it. So much thanks to Organic Dinosaur for providing us with the full spoilers for the Boruto manga. Like we do every month when we get these spoilers, I'm not going to go over all these spoilers that we have. I'm going to save my judgment for some of the information that we get, simply for the fact I want to see how the art's actually drawn, and I want to see if there's more context that's in there, that way I can give you guys an honest opinion on what we have. So like always, I'm just going to pick out a few key things I found to be very interesting. And I got to say, press F in the chat. This is what I get for saving some videos, because some of the stuff that I had editors working on, like Kawaki getting a dojutsu, which I threw up yesterday, that was actually recorded back in November. The same thing with Shikamaru being held hostage by Code. That is a video that one of my editors did. You should be seeing the receipts on the screen right now. We won't be making that mistake in 2022. We'll be finding a way to better balance talking about manga discussions and not saving it for the 15th of the month. We'll find some balance there. So getting right into the actual spoilers, the first thing that really stands out is the fact that Naruto, we gotta press F in the chat for Naruto right now, because our boy's been put into the most unthinkable situation. Not only is Shikamaru being held hostage by Code, but also Kawaki is about to get his bone snapped in half by BoruShiki, and BoruShiki is about to attack Naruto. Right now, it was already hard enough for the fact that yes, Naruto has this enhanced Sage Mode, this refined Sage Mode that is stronger than what it was before. However, the problem is that Code had always felt like, hey, I can probably take Naruto right now if it's a one-on-one setting, but you have BoruShiki, who's even stronger than what he was when he fought against Sasuke, and he was able to handle the fatigue version of Sasuke, and then you have Code as well. That is a hell of a situation. I know Naruto's plenty powerful, but in a 2 versus 1 battle, Kawaki told him right. He's in over his head right now, but we gotta give props to Naruto. Naruto was willing to throw down, but man, the whole idea that Naruto is gonna have to fight against his son, that is Naruto's worst nightmare. That Momoshiki has taken over Boruto's body and he's gonna have to fight his son, and his son is not in control of his own body. My heart goes out to Naruto to have seen this character come so far, not just as a character, but to come so far as a father. To see him have that moment like how you saw in the Boruto anime where he has the panic attack and his hands are shaking, and you can tell with Naruto that everybody's telling him like, hey, you need to kill your son before this very thing takes place. And Naruto said, I'll find a way, I can't do it. But at the same time, Naruto also knows his duty as Hokage, and he knows that he can't carry out that duty. And being forced to fight his son, my heart broke at the implication that this was something that could potentially be taking place. My heart broke right here. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, Shikamaru also was done dirty in the sense that the man pulls up and he's like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do this big old strategy. And before the guy can even open his mouth up, BoruShiki has absorbed the shadow paralysis jutsu, and Code is holding this man hostage. So it's one of those things where so many of us kept wondering, what good is Shikamaru going to do if he's there on the battlefield? In the video you guys will be seeing later on today, because I've already paid the editor for it, so it makes no sense to sit on the video, but in the video you'll be seeing later today, one of the things I talk about is like, hey, if Shikamaru is going to be there, he's obviously going to be in danger, and it's a situation where if you kill Shikamaru, he needs to come up with some type of strategy in order to turn the tide of battle. It looks like that's essentially the situation he's in. Shikamaru is being held hostage, but he's getting an opportunity to see the powers and abilities of these characters up close and personal. And if that wasn't crazy enough, you also have Momoshiki taking over Boruto's body, being in complete control. And there's a line in all of this where Code says something that I've been stressing to you guys over and over. I think a lot of people forget the way that chakra works. Chakra is physical energy and it's spiritual energy. And if your spiritual energy is not 100% aligned, if you have something like a mental nerf, it will keep you from being able to pull out your full power. When BoruShiki is at full power and Momoshiki is the one that's in control, even Code says himself, he's on a completely different level of power, and you see it in the fighting styles. And Jesus Christ, the way that Code is battling against BoruShiki, the way that BoruShiki's fighting, I want you to think about all the deadly stuff that you've seen Boruto do in terms of his jutsu, like the compression Rasengan and the wind style Rasengan, the vanishing Rasengan. Take all that and then put all that in the hands of somebody like Momoshiki, who has those thousands of years worth of experience. He's doing stuff with Boruto's Rasengan that Boruto himself has not actually done. If you're a Yu Yu Hakusho fan, there's a panel that's gonna make you pop when you see it. That is good. That is good. I like what they're doing here with these spoilers. It really looks like we're getting some more creativity in the fighting style. So I cannot wait to see this actually drawn full all the way out. I've seen a couple of panels that have been redrawn. I cannot wait to see how the flow of this battle is taking place. Now, finally, when it comes to these promotional spoilers, we also have the revelation that Kawaki is using Ishiki's power, and he has a new dojutsu that has appeared. And I've seen people say Ishiki's gone. Well, I've seen people say like Ishiki's gone, so how's Kawaki getting this power up? This makes no sense. Kishimoto's doing a retcon, and I'm going to tell you no. So like I've been saying for a long time, this arc is essentially the Search of Tsunade arc. That was an arc in manga format. It wasn't the fastest paced manga arc. It took most of the year just to get through that entire thing on a weekly basis. It was mostly set up. And then once you got to the end of the arc, things began to ramp up and plot points began to get addressed and foreshadowing was set up. You're getting all this right here. Foreshadowing's been set up, plot points are being addressed, and future framework for future plot points is being sprinkled into the story now. Kawaki getting this karma seal and this power and the dojutsu, this was all stuff, if you go back and you look at the last 6 and 7 chapters, it was all stuff that was hinted and implied. Kawaki had a line saying that, hey, we have Otsutsuki DNA inside of us. We should be able to use their powers and abilities. Amado said the only thing Kawaki was missing was a key, and the key for Kawaki was his emotions towards Naruto. I want to wait and see what the final chapter looks like to see how they build up towards that, but it looks like Naruto is the key for Kawaki. And I just want to say, after the year that we've had with the Boruto manga, I do like that now the stakes are being raised, and this is one of those things where raising the stakes doesn't necessarily mean that you gotta lean heavily into melodrama. I like that for the first time since Naruto and Sasuke lost their power-ups, there's a real sense of danger. Right now, Naruto's in a fight to where he probably would lose if he has to fight both BoruShiki and Code 2 versus 1 without any type of backup. Shikamaru's absolutely useless at this point. For the first time, Momoshiki taking over Boruto's body, there seems to be a real sense of danger and dread. This is something that the Boruto manga has needed, and this is why when Naruto and Sasuke lost their power-ups, I said that I was fine with it because this would be a good way to raise the stakes. And the way that it seems like so many people are getting excited over what's happening in this chapter, I do believe that this is what we needed. This is the raising of the stakes that was needed. I also like how it looks like we're once again just seeing the setup for the eventual fall for grace that's going to happen with the character Kawaki, because Kawaki absolutely detests having to use the power of the karma. He detests the karma seal itself, but his love and his devotion towards Naruto to try and protect him from an attack that would have killed him or critically injured him, that's debatable. We're not going to get into that here, but the fact of the matter is that It seems like Kawaki's love for Naruto is what powered that karma seal and advanced it. So I'm very curious to see how this is handled moving forward. I love that the stakes are being raised here, and I think that this is doing a good job of getting BoruShiki over. Every time BoruShiki emerges, somebody's on death watch. I like that. And I think the way to cement this over is BoruShiki's got to catch a body at this point. Somebody's got to go. So my question to you guys is, what do you guys think about Kawaki getting this power up? As always, I will come back to you guys and give you my full thoughts once we have the actual chapter. Art, paneling, dialogue, all that stuff does a lot in terms of letting you know the full context of the story. And then the second question I have for you guys is, how do you guys feel about the fact that Naruto right now looks like he's in over his head? Do you think Naruto could have won a 2 versus 1 battle, a BoruShiki and Code versus Naruto? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching until then. Have an awesome day, guys.